Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Guys, today we are getting to the long-awaited, at least for me, the Stormtrooper with the Deathstar Environment. So I don't own any of these guys. This is the very first one. Hot Toys made these Stormtroopers with these environments, I believe, years ago. And if they didn't, I'm confusing something with something else, because I feel like, I know for a fact these Stormtroopers obviously were made years ago. The regular ones, which is this one, and the shadow one, which is the black one. So what I don't remember is if they came with these environments. If they didn't, then they didn't. I don't own either one anyway. So that's why I don't know if they came with this environment in the past, but because I don't own them, I don't know. So this is my very first one, guys. As you can see, I could tell you, these are the only Stormtroopers I've had until obviously today. These are the Space Troopers that came out many years ago, and because I bought these, I never got the regular plain one like these. So that's why I don't own a single Stormtrooper. Besides that, I wasn't going to make the video because, again, it's a Stormtrooper, very plain, very blah. But I am glad I'm doing the video because I've never experienced anything like that background piece, like that environment piece. As you can see, it's very bright. It's very nicely lit. I'm going to get into it. So let's just start with the figure, guys. So the figure, like I mentioned, very, very normal, right? Normal in the sense of basic, nothing crazy, nice paint application. There's a lot of weathering on it as well. See right there, all that spotting below the eyes. There it is, all that brown. Looks like sand. It's all over the chest, all over the shoulders. So they did very, very, here you see it in between the pouches. So they went a little bit, I'm not gonna say crazy, but they went a little bit, you know, they got a little comfortable. They got a little comfortable with the weather, which again, it's not bad. I'm not complaining. Look at the shoes. Look at the weathering on the shoes. I'm not complaining. I'm not saying, you know, anything's bad. This is just not a whole clean, you know, a plain clean Stormtrooper, which was not their goal. Anyway, I'm just bringing up the fact that there's weathering. This thing, obviously, you got to put on. And that's it, guys. This is the whole figure. The only thing left in the box are hands. That's it. Which I usually don't bother with anyway. So, articulation, beautiful. One thing about this body, guys, the body is scary tight. That's what she said. Like super, super scary tight. It feels like if you try to bend it anywhere, it's gonna break, and like you don't want to break it. That's how much tension there is. Whether it's the knees, whether it's the elbows, whether it's the thigh, right? Very, very tight, very, very stiff, which it's not a complaint, but every time this happens to me, I bring it up because it's scary, right? It feels like, man, like if I force this, it's gonna break. You know, that's my only fear. Even though obviously we know, you know, that rarely happens with Hot Toys bodies, besides obviously the Ahsoka situation, which was obviously, you know, very, very rare. But you never know, right? These things are plastic. You never know how they're gonna react if you push a little bit too hard, and there goes the whole figure. And it's not, you know, it's not about not having, you know, a backup plan, meaning you can't have Sideshow give you a replacement. It has nothing to do with any of that. It's just, it's a pain, right? You're all excited. You just got your figure. You break it, and then it's like, oh my God, now I gotta wait God knows how long to get my replacement. Again, only if you obviously order from Sideshow. That's the only scenario I'm talking about. If you got it, you know, anywhere else, that's your problem. And also same thing with Toys for Kiddles. If you guys ever order from Toys for Kiddles, if you have a problem, he will replace it. No problem, no questions, no issues. So let's get into, also weapon-wise, guys, this is all he comes with. That's it, nothing else. He's got the pouch that looks like it's leather. If it's not leather, it's pleather, but it looks like it's leather. And just that regular blaster. That's it, nothing else. As you can see, the Space Troopers have the blaster and the big weapon. So let's get into the environment, guys. I don't want to knock anything over. There we go. See, I knew it. There we go. Okay, so couple things. So the base, as you can see, your standard plain base, blah blah blah. Right. Let's go to the back. The back has its own diorama as well. Right. It's a slide out. Right. This thing slides in and out, which is very cool. Again, I never experienced anything like this before because I don't own anything like this. And then obviously we go. Here is the switch and the screwdriver. The screw where the batteries go. So here's a switch to turn it on and off, and then this is the compartment for the batteries. It takes out 3 AAA, which was kind of annoying. I put them in just to try it out because again, I never experienced anything like this. So, and like I said, look at how bright the lights are, just beautiful. Also, shout out to Joker J. He just got 6 of these things. It looks incredible attached to each other. So another thing, guys, that they did, it's not the first time they do this, but they give you a little attachment port. So whenever, if you decide to get multiples, you attach them to each other like that. So it's got one on each side. And let me see if I can pull it out real quick. There we go. So again, very cool. If you could get, obviously, like I said, Joker J, he got 6, I think, and having them next to each other looks gorgeous. The Shadow Trooper, which is the black Stormtrooper, comes with a red one. So all of this is red, gorgeous, which I for whatever reason, I forgot to pre-order it. And so I have to get that one next, but look at the side. So you could clip them together, attach them together to give you an entire wall look if you want to for the display, which looks beautiful. The red ones also look gorgeous, which I can't wait for that. My only issue with this is, it takes up a lot of space on a DTOF. So look how thick this is, no Diddy. So that's my only issue. You know what I mean? I can't take up that much room. And so I don't even know if it fits in a DTOF. I would have to check. I'm pretty sure it should. But if it doesn't, then either way, I'm asked out. Another thing, guys, it interlocks here. These are the interlocking pieces. Really, really nicely tight. Nice and snug. No problems with that. Nice and even. So that was really nice. I love the back stand here. This back piece here. So I'm very happy with the figure, guys. Again, nothing to be happy about, This is nothing special. There's nothing crazy. There's nothing, oh my God, there's nothing mind-blowing. There's nothing breathtaking about any of it. It's your standard Stormtrooper, period. That's all it is. And just the whole thing, everything you see here is just a different world of figure, right? I feel like the diorama makes the figure that much better. It's not your standard figure. It's not your plain figure that just comes with your standard, boring base as it usually does. And then that's it. So very nice. I'm telling you, I don't even remember how much I paid. Obviously, it's retail on Sideshow, but it is worth every penny. It is worth every penny. Again, this is nothing special. This is boring, right? This is your standard boring Stormtrooper. If you love Stormtroopers, you're going to love this figure with the environment. But if you don't, if you think they're boring and stuff, the only thing that's going to sell you on it is the environment, if it's something that you don't have. But you could have, obviously, you could have tons of these Stormtroopers and, not look crazy because, over all of the movies, you've seen, millions of them. So that's the thing, guys. So very, very happy with the figure. I'm glad I got it. Like I said, I can't wait to get the red scenario, the red environment, the red Deathstar Environment from the Shadow Trooper. Very, very, very good figure. Again, this Stormtrooper, guys, I give this thing a 10 all day long. Like I said, the body super tight, very, very tight, scary tight, but it articulates very well. It sits very well. In the poses that I posed them in when I was taking the pictures. Let me show you one real quickly that I did that is one of like the promo images. So you literally just lift the leg up. Welcome to posing with Fabs. So there you go. Wow, look at that classy look. So that was one of the pictures I took just because it was, you know, it was an easy one, but it stays very well. It stands very well. You know, because the joints are very tight, there's no wobbling, there's no, oh my god, I gotta, you know, I need to stand for it. So again, guys, beautiful figure. Very, very happy I got this figure. So as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.